So you talked earlier about Marion Barry, and in D.C. he's known as the forever mayor. So somebody who's not from D.C., they see you all and how much y'all revere and honor Marion Barry. Talk about why he's so beloved in the city and what makes him such an honorary figure.
Because he was the father a lot of us never had. That's the number one thing. Mary Berry will never forget her face, and rarely forget your name. I mean, this man was amazing. Um, just a all around legendary figure. And at the time, again, we were just living, but we were so grateful. The main attachment to Marion Barry is the summer youth. He did so much more. Okay, and he made a lot of millionaires, that came out of the city. But the attachment, the affection for Marion Barry was that summer youth program. I mean, he gave a lot of us opportunities that we of course we wasn't thinking, you're in your house with your parent, your mother say, okay, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna graduate, you either gonna go to college or you're gonna get a job. So we thinking this stuff gonna happen when we 17, 18 years old, graduating from school. Man, Barry said, nah, man, y'all gonna start working at 12, 13, 14 years old. And he gave us this work ethic. You know what I mean? And we were so grateful. We were so grateful for that little $125 check, bro. We go right downtown and spend it. But we were so grateful for it. And people are never going to forget that. I'm 53 years old. I'm never going to forget my first summer job. You know what I mean? It just instilled so much pride in us. So that was the major attachment. So, when you say mayor, when people say mayor for life, he cared about everything that concerned his native Washingtonians. You were not going to get away with something on his watch with trying to make these changes, in the city. And if we came first, and he let everybody know it in no uncertain terms. So that's where that comes from. And it's deeply rooted. It's never going to go anywhere. As long as native Washingtonians are still in this city, look, Mayor Barry, it's been passed down. That's something that has been passed down to the younger generation. And they never even met him. You understand what I'm saying? That's how powerful that is.
Did you ever have any personal interaction with him?
All the time. Yeah, my mother was friends with Mary Barry and my aunt. He used to come over. We were little kids. He used to come over my aunt's house over in Northeast on Blaine Street, and he'd be downstairs talking to her, and we little kids being silly, running downstairs and touching his shoe and running back upstairs, stuff like that. We used to do that, and Mary Barry be laughing, and then I got really closer to Mary Barry when we were doing Ceasefire Smoke the Brothers. At the time, I got with them in the mid-'90s after I got out the hospital. And Al Malik Farrakhan, we used to have meetings because Al Malik Farrakhan was the founder of Ceasefire. We would have meetings with Marion Barry all the time. We go down to his office and be in his office talking about our strategy to prevent the violence and stop the crime in the city. So we were meeting with Marion Barry like once a week.
Did you ever know anyone who ever had anything bad to say about him, or he just was positively impacting everybody you ever met?
The people that don't know him. Yeah. The people that wanted him out of office. That's the only people we would hear say something bad about Marion Barry. The people that couldn't relate. They come, mostly transplants. A lot of people that you gonna always have your people that are native Washingtonians that had some issues with Marion Barry beforehand, even before the situation he had with the lady. Everybody's not, you can't please everybody. You know what I mean? So, but those people were still benefiting from, those same people that were talking about him were benefiting from Marion Barry, what he did for him, while he was in office.
You talked about the summer youth program and everything. How do you feel like his leadership affected the black community?
Oh man, there wouldn't have been no black community without me. I can't see any progression without Murray. That's how powerful of his impact. Because it's like I can't see how we would have progressed. When the time Marion before crack hit, Marion had the city. He had already started the development. Okay, downtown area and things like that. He already had the blueprint set. At the time crack hit DC, we had the highest level of college admissions. Everybody had jobs, post office jobs, government jobs. The city was on fire. We were doing so well. And that's why sometimes, if you know the history, some people will, they call these people conspiracy theorists. I consider myself a conspiracy theorist sometimes because it had to be. I felt like it had to be a plan. I think they saw Wakanda coming from DC or something because I'm telling you, that crack came in at that same time. That crack just flooded in. The floodgates open, and when we were at the top, we were one of the top cities in America at the time.